Right, well, hello and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play Alan Wake 2. We're going to press continue. I just did it this way just in case there's a recap like there was in the first game. Whenever you started the game again in the remastered, there was always like a recap video.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Good luck with that.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Okay. Are we not going to actually get to play as Alan Wake in this game? I mean, I'm not bothered, but...
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Okay. Wouldn't mind a torch. Well, that's a very real murder.
It doesn't budge.
Yeah, I thought... I mean, I'm not bothered if we play as Saga or as Alan Wake. I thought it was just like an intro when we started as Saga, but it looks like she's going to be the main character for the duration of the game, which is cool. I've got no problem with it. I just surprised that it was called Alan Wake 2.
Did the fucker take it with him?
Can't be opened on this side.
So is that it then? Figure out where Nightingale went. Well, if I could see where I was going, it would help. It's black as night, this game. Tried that. Can't get through there. There's nothing going on there. There's nothing going on in that corner. There's nothing going on over here. There's nothing going over... I mean, all we're doing is walking over a crime scene. There's nothing going on here. No. No, nothing up that corner. I can't get to that door, so it's going to have to be in the mine place, isn't it? Okay.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click.
Oh, that ain't nothing. don't want the radio, do we? Manuscript pages. Yeah, okay. So he looked at them.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was
Yeah,
there
so we
too.
know he's gone to Cauldron
Nightingale
Lake.
was, but wasn't a taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp
Oh, it's
thrown
not
over
read
top,
that to start with.
drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, require
That's the only bit
precise
that we read.
steps, a ritual.
Well.
Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her. The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Okay, so now we know where he's gone, yeah? Nope.
A dead man turned into a monster.
Okay. We've got to do a
Life
case.
has a
Okay.
way to fight him. Pages predicting
I will
the
get the
future.
hang of this eventually.
There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Okay, so we've got the pages, yep.
That's it.
That's it. Is it?
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake.
I said
Calls him a
that.
Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here.
Do you
We need
think?
to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
I mean, shouldn't you be old enough to say, well, you're the only people here with a lot of dead bodies?
Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So you should be saying, hang on, you two ain't going nowhere. Are you still talking to us? Sorry.
Magic's not real.
I thought,
Right? Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
we finished?
Knew that.
Right, couple of Chuckle Brothers Empire.
They're a fine pair.
That's what I just said.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experience.
So does nobody give a shit about what's just gone on downstairs?
Nightingale
Okay.
and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Where you going? The car's there. Oh, it's not a car, is it?
Think we'll actually
course it's
find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
In fact, I can't remember where we parked the car. So it's a good job you know. I think it's up here and right, isn't it? Past the diner. Why can't we walk at the same pace? So annoying that is in video games. Is this our car? Yeah. Here's the motor.
And repeat. Clock out, get a beat.
Do we not get to drive like in the first game, no?
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
That's it. Come on, spit it out.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the
Yeah.
jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies
No.
started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
When did we get to run around with the torch shooting folk? That's what I want to know.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree.
No sunset.
What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Do you think?
Hey, hello there.
You two too?
How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs. don't
Hello.
mean a damn thing.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff.
Yeah.
How's it going?
How did
Oh,
you
it's
hear
not
about
great.
the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
Trips to the moon. Have you got that? And secondly, do you do I look like I'm here for a good time? Like investigating murders with an FBI jacket on?
What is this thing?
Yeah,
Just
what
a
is it?
monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of
Monitoring
Control
what?
checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry.
Okay.
It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member.
Who's this
My mother
crazy?
made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants.
I knew he was going to say Finland.
So between your name and the sweater, I
wish I'd have
figured
said
your
it
family
out
might be
loud.
from Finland too. Suomi, Finland, Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
I mean, he could have been Danish. I don't know that accent particularly well, but Swedish and Norwegian are easy to spot. So I figured he was Finnish. Come on, forget them couple of clowns.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off.
What, the dead
Breaker's
body coming to life with no heart?
I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
It's a good job he knows where he's going. I don't want to get my feet wet.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Maybe. It's not going to be in the bin though, is it?
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Alright, this is looking more promising now. It does look wicked, this game. Holy moly. Oh, it's just a ledge up. Footprints, here they are. Digging the music. Here we go. Building suspense.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
No jump scares.
I can
Oh,
feel
you
something.
fuck pig.
A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Yeah, I don't need a game that gives me the heebie-jeebies. I only knew what that stuff was. It used to tell you back in the day. Now it doesn't bother. It's a little bit unsettling. I don't even know if I'm going the right way now. I'm all turned around. Which is ladle. Great.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering...
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Well, we need to listen to that, don't we?
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them. Pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality. Heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos. A shoebox. A mop and a bucket. A poster on the wall. And in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Cool. Well, we only found 3 of 6 in the first chapter, which is a bit disappointing. Yeah. So now where am I going? We've got a map. Yeah, there it is. Okay. See, the torch battery doesn't go up like it did in the original either. Wrong one. Oh, we've gone too far. Okay. Need to come back this way. I might be up that ledge that we walked past. Up here is what I'm thinking. What the? Yeah. What's this for? Why is that for? Come on.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Well, that's not normal. It's not that windy.
This fuse is busted.
Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents wanted to get better jobs and to get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday, so I told her. She said, thanks. Fucking kill me. I struck out last night, went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of that, just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. And let me start again. I snuck out last night, went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's going to be epic. He didn't reject you well, didn't he?
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Oh, hang on, I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. We've got a manuscript fragment.
This one looks good. People should really
And
stop
we've got a fuse.
littering, though.
Well, it's hard. That's hardly littering, is it? That. I mean, littering's like discarded on the floor, not put in a container on top. Crazy lady. I hate bad script writing. I hate it. Right, let's have a little look in here then. We've got us a thermos. Oh, which is a quick save. Oh, we get save slots now when you find a thermos flask. Nice.
Another page.
We've got another
progress.
page. That's what we were after.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to listen to it twice, is the thing. Not the caseboard. Not the map. Not weapon upgrades. Not the radio. Where do we keep them? Not the profiling. Not the TV. There we go.
Witch's ladle. Towering over Saga. Watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart. A cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
Okay. Don't know what's going on there. Something else here. Ammunition, I presume. We've done a save. So what now? There doesn't seem to be anything else in here, does there? Okay, so I imagine we step outside and something kicks off. But before that does, we're going to call it the end of the episode, and we'll start off the next one with that, because that's 30 minutes. So, thanks for watching. As always, leave a like if you like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and until next time, ta-ra a bit.